Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about contactor. Here I have just a single contactor with me. The reason why I'm here today to explain about this contactor is because obviously not every technician or every electrical electronics engineer you know, knows how a contactor operates or how a contactor works. And this contactor, as you can see, is an electromechanical device. So which means it has the electrical part and also the mechanical part. Okay, so this contactor has a coil in it. In my next video, I will split the contactor open and explain what is inside the contactor, both the electrical part and the mechanical part. But right now, I'll be explaining the contactor the way it is right now. So this contactor has the mechanical part and also the electrical part. Okay, it's just like an engine, like a generator. The generator will have the alternator and also the prime mover. So the prime mover will be the one to move the alternator. So which means from mechanical to electrical. So but in this case, it's from electrical to mechanical. So this contactor, actually, inside of it, there is a coil inside this contactor, such that once you supply current to the coil of this contactor, in return, it creates an effect on the mechanical part, which is this movable part, you see. So the moment the coil is being supplied and it sends a command to the mechanical part, so the mechanical part will either make or break. So that is how a contactor actually works. Okay, so and this contactor like this has various functions. Okay, has various functions depending on the operation. All right, so and this contactor, for this contactor we have the symbol to be like this, of which it has the coil A1 and A2. So here, as you can see the A2 and the A1. The A1 is where the 220 volt will enter, while the A2 is where the 0 volt will enter. That is if you are dealing with 220 volt. Okay, so now here the A1 and here the A2. Now for this contactor, as you can see that it has many contacts. Okay, so these where you see L1, L2, L3 happens to be the input. All right, the L1, L2, L3, then the output, which is T1, T2, T3. These contacts, these three contacts represent power, all right, which can be used to easily control an electric motor, while this pin number 13 and number 14, where you see the normally open contact, is for the control. So this is where you connect your push button to. In my next video, I'm going to explain, with the help of a push button and the help of a load, how you can use the contactor to control a load with the help of a push button. So here, now this contactor, like I said, has the power contacts, which is these three, and this other one here, and also the control contact, which is this alone. So now we would represent this contacts with this, because the whole thing you are seeing here are normally open contacts. All of them are normally open contacts. You see the way this is being designed, it's been designed in such a way that there is what we call auxiliary contact. Okay, so the auxiliary contact can you can make use of the auxiliary contact when you are in need of more contacts. So most auxiliary contacts would come with normally close contacts. Okay, normally close contacts. That is if you want to make use of normally close contacts. But for more normally open contacts, you can use the auxiliary contact, which also has the normally open contact on it. So, but right now we have these three contactors. So mind you, this, by the time the contactor latches like this contact will read to this will read to this, and this will read to this. So which means L1 will read to T1, L2 will read to T2, L3 will read to T3. So now we have these contacts here. So I have this to be my L1, the output, which is T1, then another one, L2, the output, which is T2, then another one, L3, output, which is T3. Then we have this normally open contact. All right, so this is what you have in here. Okay, so these contacts you are seeing here are just like the normal switch that you and I both know about. All right, so but these contacts are inside this contactor. The only thing that you need to control in order for these contacts to operate, to close or open, is if you can control the coil of the contactor. So that is how the contacts can work.